And Leto. And Robin Kaplan has been 30 years founder and director of the Music Room in Key West. She teaches piano, guitar, flute, saxophone, harp, trumpet, and trombone. And the Music Room is affiliated with the Carnegie Hall Music Program. She's president founder of Keys Community School of the Arts and founder of Camp Bravo and Bravo Theater Company. She's also is part of an enrichment program at Sigsbee Charter School, and she's also a performing artist, group and solo. And she has quite an extensive background in education. She studied at the New England College in England, art history, the Darlington School of the Arts, Celtic and Indian music, Florida Keys Community College. She studied music education, Manhattan School of Music, Jazz Studies, and the Berklee School of Music in Boston, arranging and orchestration. And Penny Leto, 30-year director, founder of Coffee Mill Dance Studio in Key West, choreographer of the Waterfront Playhouse, Red Barn Theater, Tennessee Williams Theater, Keys Kids, and also vice president and founder of Keys Community School of the Arts, founder of Camp Bravo and Camp Bravo Theater Company, and also works in the enrichment program at Sigsbee Charter School. And she went to Herbert H. Lehman College, BA in Dance Education, and she formerly was a member of the Fabulous Spectrels. So, anyway, Robin and Penny, if you would come up.
Hi everybody, thank you so much for having us today. I have a mic in my hand, but I don't want to sing or anything. I just want to tell you a few things about me. I came from the Bronx. I was born and raised in the Bronx, moved here in the late 70s, and then acquired the Coffee Mill building in the early 80s, and I've been there ever since. I feel like that building is really special. We renovated it in the early 90s. We actually put walls up. It used to be a tin building, in and out, and it was hot and loud. We got mirrors from different places in town, and then we renovated it. And this is the way it is now. And it's always full of people dancing. We have dance companies and just individual people that do private classes, and then, of course, all the children's classes. And every year we do a couple of dance concerts. We try to go in all the theaters. I do a lot of rehearsals in there. We do, I feel really fortunate that I got to have the building and be in the building and preserve it. I feel it's a part of Key West history. I acquired it from people that had it for a couple of decades before me, and it was a woodworking shop, and we're still in there creating, and it's a wonderful space. I feel really fortunate to be in there. Yeah, I've done a lot of shows with Keys Kids and the Waterfront. I used to be a performer, and now I'm on the other side of the stage. I like to be in the audience, and I love to choreograph and work with the children. So really, we're here to talk about arts education for the kids. That's sort of our passion. We do it every day, and we love it. And your children and grandchildren, and maybe even you've been in and out of the Coffee Mill or one of the projects we've worked on, and we're really thankful to do what we love to do every day. So here is Robin Kaplan.
So as Penny, also I came from New York, and I have been here since the 70s and have been following my passion of teaching music and performing music in this community. It's amazing that this is the first time that we've been to the Rotary, considering we've been here since the 70s. Thanks, I'm glad we finally got here, so that you, those of you that don't know who we are, know what we do and what we're passionate about and what we love to do. So as you see up there, there's the Music Room. I started that in 1980 in a little cottage on Hibiscus Lane, which I also call my home. And I know a lot of people, I recognize a lot of faces here that are presently have children studying with me there, or have done in the past. The photograph on that picture right there is from our last concert that we did at St. Paul's Church, and I want to thank Larry for right there for allowing us to use that beautiful church and the families and produce a Christmas concert there every year, which is open to the community. The next one will be December 14th. Everybody is welcome at 4 o'clock on Sunday afternoon. And as you can see, there's a lot of them up there, and the concerts are long, but they're very well worth it because all these kids have a passion like myself. They love to play music. I have been probably, when we were putting this presentation together, I realized that I think I probably did over 150 concerts since I've been here with the kids. And every spring we do a Kids Helping Kids concert. We raise funds for some kids organizations, and I know I've worked with a lot of you here on those kind of projects. I want to thank Diane for helping us in the last one. The Hard Rock donated lots of food for the kids so that they felt like rock stars in their little green room. And with something that we keep doing. It's part of the music room. It's part of the way that we give back and also teach the children to give back to the community. I think let's go on to Camp Bravo, because what we've done, Penny and I, since we both actually started at Wesley House. I took her job. She went off and I came into town and I got a job at Wesley House. And we both, I guess, from then on shared of wanting to work with children, especially those children that can't afford to have private education. And we've always been like this for the kids that don't have. I started the Bahama Village Music Program a long time ago to ensure that all children have the opportunity to study music. And Keys Community School of the Arts was also based on that mission, that nobody will be turned away and that everybody has a chance to express themselves and study art. Keys Community School of the Arts started in 2008. Diane Coban helped put the bylaws together and start that program. And we did a lot of outreach into the schools. And the first school we worked with was St. Mary's, where we did a lot of programming for them, started Music Together, which is now based at St. Paul's. And we were there for a while too, and then we decided to move on and be more involved in the schools, where we're now pretty well based at Sigsbee Charter School. And that is really our mission here, because there's no arts education in the schools. There's very little of it. And it's going to take private funding from ourselves and groups like yourselves to ensure that these kind of education programs are involved in the schools for the children of the community.
Yeah. Well, you'll see some pictures up there of the various shows that we've done. We try to get the children involved in all aspects of theater and music and dance. And they helped to do our last one, which was Once on This Island, and Michael Boyer from the Waterfront Playhouse let them actually paint that mural on the back of the theater, and it was kind of like a paint by number that he had very organized, and all the children were involved. The most special thing about this past project was that we had children as young as 6, and we had children as old as 14 or 15, and they were all in the same show, and it was a show about a village, and so they became a village, and there was a lot of support and help, and it was a wonderful project. We had a really, really good time. We like to do things that are not quite as commercial as far as some of the shows that we do, and we really try to do shows that will show off everybody and what their strengths are, and the kids learn what their strengths are, and we teach them various skills that they need to learn about being on stage and vocal work and music, obviously, and then dance as well. By the end of our camps, usually we don't want them to end, and we really love including as many children as possible. We'd love to do it more often, and we'd love to spread the word and get it out there in the schools more. I'm happy when I'm in a dark theater working. That's my favorite thing to do. And I just want to continue doing this and letting more kids be involved. Yeah.
I think that's what's really wonderful is to see the kids wanting to come back. Right over there, Lauren Thompson, she grew up in the music room, and she also grew up doing the first theater project. It's called the Young People's Theater Project. She should really be here this month because she's so good at the night. But that's what we love, is when they want to come back, and she comes back every year and works with us on Camp Bravo as well as some of the other students that I've had in the past, because they still have the passion and they know how important it was for their life. I'm actually going to bring this over to Lauren so she can tell her why she keeps coming back to the U.S. when she could be on her yacht in Virginia.
Robin, I started taking lessons with her when I was in 4th grade, and always had a passion for music, always felt that it was an important part of my life and what I needed in a way to express myself. And then I got involved with the Young Kids Theater Project when I was 13 years old. It was the original idea of Camp Bravo, and that brought a wonderful director, Joss Benathan from England, over, and we built the project. The children built the project, the play, everything. All the songs, we wrote them ourselves. We played the music for them, sang, did the choreography, everything, from nothing. And to be a part of something like that really was just beyond inspiring to me as a kid, because it was such a voice to get that opportunity to really express yourself. So coming back over the years, I've worked with Robin continuously and tried to be a part of all of this because I see how much it matters to the children. They come in, we often have kids who are on scholarship, 50% of the children are scholarship children, and they come into the program not very sure of themselves, aware of themselves. By the end of it, they've blossomed into incredible people with energy like you can't even imagine, and a lot of them have come in afraid to audition, afraid to sing in front of other people, have taken on lead roles, and then performed at the end, and you would never know that this was somebody that hadn't been on stage, that had come from a home that was, hurting. So it's really wonderful to give them that opportunity to grow in themselves. And that's the main purpose of this, to bring arts to the children of the community who do not get it otherwise, because we feel as artists that it's the best way to learn yourself. It's the best form of self-expression, and there's absolutely no judgment whatsoever in our programming. We really try to get everyone out there improvising, creating, and learning together, and it's wonderful. It's the best experience. Yeah.
Show one of our shows. Would you like to see one of our little
Sure.
The production, which one we're going to do first? From what's on this side. A lot of these children have been with us since they're 5 years old, and we just kind of need to watch them grow up as performers. Harmony. We had 37 children on that little stage. So it's a great day. And one of the best things I think we like about this project is it really does, in our eyes, build community. Here they are, they're working in an historic theater, which they have that opportunity to do, which is so wonderful for the waterfront class, allows us to use the theater for the kids in the summer. The other thing is, at the end of our session, every single day, we sit around in a circle, and we're talking 6-year-olds to 15-year-olds. And each one, we have what's called a sacred pod, which is just a poinsettia pod. And we pass, and whoever holds that pod is the one that speaks and says how they feel about their day. You know, or what they grew, what they liked about the day. But most important thing about that process is that everybody else is listening. And everybody has a voice and everybody has something to say. And they have an opportunity to do just that.
That's right, Virginia.
Just to be able to say it, right?
We need that pod over here.
And it's very important that somebody listens. Somebody's actually listening.
There you go.
Touche. I don't know if we're running out of time, I think so. So,
Nah, we have plenty of time.
we have plenty of time. Nobody has to work here today, huh? Good job.
All leaders are here.
Ticket.